Amanda, what's wrong? I can't do this. I can't live with him anymore. Are you talking about Jordan? What did he do to you? He kicked me out. You gotta be kidding. It's snowing outside. It's cold. I'm wearing sandals with no socks on. I don't even have a jacket. I can't feel my foot anymore. Find a place to get in. Maybe a restaurant or a gas station. I'll come pick you up right away. I don't even have my wallet. I'll pay when I get there. There's nothing around. I don't even know where I am. Is there anything you recognize? I don't know. I just keep walking and walking. Don't get in anyone's car. It's dangerous. I'm on my way to pick you up. I was trying to get to your house. I guess I got lost. How far do you think it is to my place? It's over 60 kilometers. Walking here is too reckless. I didn't even have a strength to think anymore. All I could do was walk. Why you didn't call me right away? He threw my phone from the balcony. When I found it in the snow, it didn't turn on. I tried it again and it came back on a few minutes ago. I think he knows where I am though. He's monitoring me by GPS. GPS? Why will he do that? He just has to keep my eyes on me. I'll hear about it later. Do you know which road you're walking? I don't know. I wasn't allowed to go to your house. I don't really remember how to get to your house. I don't see much cars though. Or you can send me a location on WhatsApp, right? Oh, you're right. Send it now. Okay. I know it's cold, but hang in there. I'll be there soon. I'm sorry, it's so late at night. What are you talking about? We only have each other in family. James, I'm sorry that I lied to you. I wasn't happy. Don't worry about it. I'll be there in a minute, so hang in there. Thank you. I'm James. I'm 33 years old and I work at an office. After she sent me her location, I rushed to her. But when I found her, she was on the ground. Her body was so cold and breathing was shallow. I rushed her to the hospital. My wife was at home worried about my sister, so I gave her a call. I stayed by my sister at night. I could only pray for her to survive. Our parents passed away in a car wreck when I was 20 and Amanda was 14. I dropped out of college and raised her while working full-time. My sister always hid behind me and cried easily. After we lost our parents, she managed to do the housework which she wasn't used to. She supported me by doing her best. On my birthday, she made me a birthday cake. It didn't look good, but it still tasted the best. My relatives laughed at me for crying so hard when she got married. I had no clue their marriage was falling apart this bad. I really wanted to go to Jordan and beat him. But my wife calmed me down and told me to stay at the hospital. In the early morning, Amanda had regained consciousness. I tried to reach the Jordan when my head got colder, and he said something outrageous and drove even more angry by me. Good morning, Jordan. Sorry to bother you before work. You're really saying this early in the morning. You really are brother Amanda. Are you actually safe for going to work in this situation? Amanda is in the hospital after clasping in the side of the road in the cold weather. I knew she wouldn't get there. I kicked your sister out barefoot. What? I was like, maybe she's lying in the snow by now, trying to get to your place. And I was right. Are you really laughing now? Because this is her being a clown. What are you talking about? I don't know what lies she told you, but it's all her fault. Let's say she was wrong, but that doesn't give you a reason to kick her out like that, with no jacket and socks. Yeah, it does. Nope. Even if she's cheating on me. Even if she did. Scab siblings indeed. My sister would never have an affair. If you're her husband, you should trust her. I'm pissed because I have a proof. Show me. Not for free. I'll show you for $1 million. Are you kidding me? I can claim at least 2 million for the affair. If you think about it, 1 million shouldn't hurt. Don't be ridiculous. It should be fake. I wouldn't do something that stupid. It's a video of her doing it with a guy at our house. How do I fake that? There's no way Amanda would do something like that. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. Video. Can't be real. It's fake. It's her. How's it? Watching her being like this. This is impossible. I'm her, you know. For doing something like this on me, she deserves to be treated like I did. Even if that's the case, you've gone too far. You should have talked to her instead of kicking her out. You never got cheated on. My wife will never do that. I don't know. There might be someone in your house right now. Don't talk about my wife like that. You have such a short temper, that's so annoying. Once she gets better, we'll take her in. I can trust you with her. Okay, I don't care. I don't care about that bitch anymore. Tell her I'm going to charge her for this, so be prepared. Same to you. I will never forgive you. Am I supposed to be scared of you, Smoke Fry? Don't regret those words. Hey! Are you awake? Good. Kiana and I just came to buy new clothes for you. I'm not good at fashion, so she's picking everything on me though. I'm sorry I'm bothering you too. Don't worry about it. How are you feeling? Just a little headache. I'm fine. I'm sorry for bothering you when you're sick, but there's something I need to make sure of. What is it? Jordan is saying that you're cheating on him and he has a proof. What? He sent me a video. Did you see it? Sorry, only for a few seconds. I see. I didn't want you to see it. But that wasn't me cheating. That's what I thought. There's no way you would do something like that. You believe me? I do believe you, but then I have to ask you what the video is. It's him. Jordan forced me to do it. What? I was controlled emotionally and physically. What do you mean? Maybe it was a kind of brainwashing. I couldn't think for myself or reject things. I don't know since when though. Why did you put up with it until it's too late? I didn't want you to worry. You were so happy about me getting married. So I couldn't tell you that I wasn't happy. Why? I wanted you to count on me. He took my phone away when I was home. He always checked who I text with. And he ordered me to show how happy I am being with him on social network. What the? I didn't have a right to say no. I even got pregnant 3 times, but he didn't allow me to give a birth. He said that having a baby will make him less of a priority. Oh my god. I really tried to fight him. I really wanted to have a baby, but I couldn't. He raised fear in me through 4 years and it didn't go that way easily. It shouldn't be hard. I'm sorry I couldn't realize. Don't apologize. It's my fault for being so weak. Look, it's not your fault at all. It's all on him. All the bad things that happen in this world. He made me think it was my fault. Every natural disaster, every incident. The next thing I knew, I found myself feeling like that and I was getting more and more trapped. How can a natural disaster be your fault? How can he be that ridiculous? Yes, I don't know, but I was paralyzed. What happened yesterday? He wanted to do it, but I had a high fever, so I rejected him. And? Of course he was furious and hit me, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Then he threw my phone outside and kicked me out. That's when I thought I was finally getting out of there. I just wanted to walk away from that place. That's all I could think about. I didn't feel cold for a while. So that's what happened. I heard him shouting, saying I have that video. I was scared that that video was going to be out into the world, but I had no choice. When you said that video was forced, what did you mean? One day he brought a guy home. What? He took our clothes right away. And Jordan forced me to do it with a guy while he records a video. I actually thought that angle was weird. It wasn't like a hidden camera. It was more like a frontal shot. I said no. I didn't want to do it with a stranger out of the blue. But again, I had no choice. I guess he put me on some sort of drug at dinner before it happened. I couldn't control my body at all. It making me sick. I was conscious and I remember everything. After it was over, I wrapped myself in a blanket and cried all night. But they started a party in the living room. I thought they were crazy. The rat. This is the truth. Do you believe me? I've been telling you for a long time. I'm always on your side. Yeah, I should remember that sooner. I'm disappointed with myself. It should be hard for you to open up about it. Thank you for talking to me. Leave the rest to your brother. You got some rest. Thank you. Kiana is bringing you some clothes. What about you? I've got a place to go. No way. Don't worry. Be careful, James! I don't know what he would do. I'll be fine. Get some sleep. Good night. Thanks for getting rid of my sister. Huh? What are you thinking me? Aren't you worried about your sister? I'm saying is that I'm glad I rescued my sister from a piece of trash like you. It makes no sense. You two really are siblings. By the way, Trash, are you home now? Don't call me like that. I've heard everything from Amanda. I've never seen or heard of a piece of trash like you. So you believe the bitch's lie? You're so stupid. I know her better than you. She never lies. I know what she will say about the video. It should be like, I forced her to do it, huh? And that's true, isn't it? No, of course not. What husband would willingly film his wife cheating on him? Then how did you get the video? A hidden camera, of course. Are you sure? I put a camera in the closet. So you weren't home that day? That's what you're saying. No, I wasn't. If I was, I would stop them. Okay. I'm glad you understood. No, what I understood is the fact you're lying. What? It was hard to watch. But when I heard about it from her, there were some points that didn't make sense to me. So I checked it over and over. Oh, here comes a perfect brother. I can't believe you watch your sister like that over and over again. Shut up. There's a mirror in the bedroom, right? Yes, there is. I saw your reflection in it. What? You with your phone in your hand, grinning at them. There's a reflection in the mirror. You were lying. Don't you want to see the screenshot? No way. I wasn't there. Admit it already. You forced her to do it, didn't you? I guess I have no choice. I'll tell you the truth then. What? I was told to film them while they do it. Your perverted sister wanted me to do so. It was hard to watch. Now you came up with another lie. It's all her fault. I'm the victim. You're not going to admit it, aren't you? I didn't do anything. I was hoping we could talk it out, but I guess not. There's nothing to talk about. I'm just a poor husband who's been hurt. Mama just sent me a proof. Proof of what? I know what's on her phone. There's nothing. It's her old phone she had before the new one. She saved it to the cloud using the old one. What the? You didn't come up with it, didn't you? That bitch. I can't believe she was hiding that. The voice yelling her to put the kid down. The sound of when you hit her. The sound of Amanda crying. It's also unbearable to listen to. I don't remember any of this. Maybe I have a trouble with memorizing. The doctor said there are obvious signs of violence. You only went to the parts when people can see. I don't remember any of that. Maybe I'm sick. Maybe I should go see a psychiatrist. Even the way you try to run away is whack. Thanks to you, I don't have a tiny bit of sympathy for you. What do you mean? I came here prepared to get busted by the cops. I wasn't going home until I beat the shit out of you. We're here. You didn't come to my house, did you? Come on, it's not my fault. I parked at the front. I'm not going to unlock the door. If you do anything, I'll call the police. Go ahead, just save my time. You can't put me into jail only with that recording. Let's give it a try. I want to see how it goes. No, James, let's calm down for now. We are whole family after all, right? You're not my family. I understood. I admit it all. Amanda is right. I did what I did out of love for her. James, you forgive me, will you? You can't be serious. Please. Amanda is my precious little sister. Yes. Do you have any idea how carefully I protected her? After we lost our parents, her smile disappeared. Do you know how hard it was to bring it back on her face? I understood. It should be hard. So please forgive me already. I will never forgive you for ruining that smile. But you don't want to do anything violent. That will put you into the jail too. So let's cool down, okay? That's for sure. You're alright. I can get cold. I've changed my mind. I'm glad to hear that. I won't call the police. Thank you very much. That's my brother-in-law. I'll let you off the hook. Just one place you can hang with me. Of course. I'll come to any place but the police. I'll be waiting for you downstairs. Come on down. You won't cheat me, will you? Absolutely not. I promise I won't go to the police. Okay, thanks. I'll be right there. After putting Jordan in the car, I drove to a certain place. I left Jordan with this person. As it turns out, he is no longer in Japan. He will spend the rest of his life in an underground labor facility. I will help him spend the rest of his life here without seeing the sun ever again. It's actually impossible to rescue him. Don't ask me how I could do such a thing. But I can say one thing. There is a world we can even imagine. And there are people out there making a living doing it. Maybe not a lot, but not so little. Jordan is reported missing. But there are about 80,000 missing persons in Japan each year. There are many people in this world who should be prioritized in the search than Jordan. It must have felt good to have my sister under his control. But now that he's the one being controlled, I wonder how he feels. I have no way to ask him about it though. My sister is recovered well. She stayed with us for a while. But we haven't heard from him. So she thinks he left her. And she went back to her house and living a peaceful life. Amanda, you don't have to be afraid anymore. He will never come back. Hey Jacob, I'm done with work. I'll go home first. Are you still working? What? You finished work already, Lisa. Aren't you early? Didn't I tell you before? I'm on maternity leave starting tomorrow, so today is the last day of work. Oh, I see. Today is the last day. Have you finished with the business transfer? I thought you said you were working on something pretty important. Well, yeah, it was a lot of work, but I've done everything I needed to do before maternity leave. I've already handed over the case to my co-worker. I see, but your boss is a warrior too. About what? You know, you said you're going to work for a while longer. But then he suddenly suggested maternity leave. I'm in a different department and have a different boss, so I can say for sure. Isn't that a little overprotective? What are you talking about? I've been thinking of using maternity leave for a while now. But I was working because you told me hanging in there for a while longer, right? Did I? Yes. Having a baby costs a lot of money, so I should earn what I can. Did you forget what you said to me? Oh, maybe I said something like that. Well, actually, you could still work, right? I mean, you're working today too. Well, I don't know. You know, my stomach is getting more and more prominent. I feel heavy a lot. I can't move as much as I want to. What do you mean? Not like me. If you're an outside salesman like me, you're still working at a desk, so I don't see the problem, do you? That's not all. I've had more morning sickness and feeling unwell lately. I thought I can't work like this anymore. You see me having a hard time at home, right? Like yesterday, you seemed like had a hard time. You were kind of drop off on the couch. I was so surprised to see you like that when I came home. It's not funny. It's really hard, you know? Well, I know it's hard. At least you can do the housework, right? When I got home, you hadn't done anything, or it bothers me too, you know. I'm sorry about that, but I can't control how my condition gets worse. If I can do it, you should help me too. As you know, our department is harder than other department. I'm just working around outside all day, and you want me to do housework when I get home. I'm working too if you say that. I'm sure each department has its own busy schedule. Our conditions are the same, right? But you're about to take maternity leave. I mean, married couples are supposed to support each other, right? You have to be useful to me as a wife. What do you mean by saying useful to me? I don't feel good about it. And I'm still pregnant. Sorry. I'll be careful how I say that. But even though you're pregnant, you're still my wife. You do what you have to do. Of course I understand that. But when I'm not feeling well, you have to help me. That's part of being a supportive couple, isn't it? Okay, I'll do my best then. Well, I'm going back to work. I still have work to do. I go home first. Good luck at work. Hey, you're done with your work, right? Yes, I am. Well, I'll be home soon, right? Do you want me to heat up dinner for you? No, that's okay. I'll do it myself. Really? Well, I just heat up the bath. It was cold today. You were out working as usual, right? You must have gotten cold. I told you it's okay. Why are you acting so normal? Aren't you sorry for what you did? What suddenly? Reflection? What? Are you seriously saying that? I was so mad at you yesterday, you don't even remember. You're such a jerk. What do you mean I didn't do housework yesterday? I told you I wasn't feeling well. I said I was sorry. I'm thinking that an apology is enough. That's funny, right? Funny? About what? You were working just a few days ago, right? You work for the same company as me, right? Yes. What do you want to say? If you make a mistake at work, do you just say you're sorry and that's it? I don't think so. That's not going to work, right? But what we're talking about now is domestic, right? I felt bad that I couldn't do housework, but it's just for one day. Is that really necessary to make it a big deal? The problem is that you couldn't even do the housework for that one day. You're my wife. If you're my wife, you should at least do the bare minimum. Am I saying that I was feeling well? I can't do anything about it, can I? I've at least feeling not so well sometimes too. But I still go to work, you know. Are you kidding me if that is allowed if you're pregnant? I didn't mean it like that. We've talked before about not being able to do it if I just can't do it right. You said you understood it. Women are so quick to say things like before. I'm just shade of digging up all the old stuff. I'm talking about the present. What are you talking about? Why are you changing the subject? If you say that, there's no point in making a promise. Okay. I'm really getting tired of all the excuses. You've really changed since you got pregnant, in a bad way. Are you being sarcastic? I'm not being sarcastic or whatever, but that's the reality. Before you got pregnant, you did all the housework. You never said you're not feeling well right away like you do before. don't you think it's okay for you to say it? Because I'm pregnant, so it's normal to be a little unstable. Well, I feel bad, but I can't do anything about it. So what's your point? To be clear, you're completely becoming useless now. There's no point in being married like this. You don't even work, so at least do the housework. I'm sorry. If you were sorry, I wouldn't be this angry. I mean, are you really sorry? I wonder if you're doing the housework today. I was feeling better today, so I got it done. Then I forgive you this time. It won't happen again. Do you understand? Sorry, Jacob. Are you done with work? Yes. What's going on? Actually, I need to talk to you about something. Will you listen to me? What's the big deal? I'm tired after a long day at work. If you have something to say, do it quickly. Well, I wanted to go back to my parents' house until I gave birth. In the meantime, I'm sure I'll be bothering you. Can I leave home? Huh? Why? I just don't get it. What makes you think like that? My mother called me a loon today. I'm sure the birth is coming up and I'm on maternity leave, right? She said I should think about it after the birth and come back to the house. I thought it would be a good idea for me too. Huh? What the hell is that? You're not working and you're eating for free. Why are you trying to be so selfish? You put me on everything and you just want to ease yourself. Don't you care about me, do you? Why are you thinking like that? That's not what I'm saying. Then what is about? While you're gone, I'll be working and doing the housework myself. It's a lot of work for me. That's true, but I'm not trying to go easy. It doesn't mean that I don't care about you, does it? I'm saying that because it's becoming. I don't know how great it is to be a pregnant woman. Don't forget I'm feeding you. Until recently, I was working too. You don't have to say that much, do you? But you're unemployed now. I'm talking about now, not before. And you're taking it easy just because you're pregnant. Even just now, you're useless. You know that? You should be more aware of your position. Okay, that's enough. I mean, you should say I understand. The husband doesn't need to tell you such a thing. If you're my wife, you're supposed to understand this. Okay, I understand. Well, you can say whatever you want. If you're saying you understand, show me you do. Otherwise, I don't know why you're here, right? Okay, I understand. I'll show you from now on. I'm gonna be useful. Please do that. Don't make me say such basic things from now on, okay? As a husband, I feel pathetic. If you're going to be a mother, you should at least do that. Of course, I understand. I am going to be a mother. I need to get my stuff together for my baby. Well, I guess that's that then. There won't be a next time. So keep that in mind. Lisa, you know what I said yesterday. You did your housework today, didn't you? No, I didn't. It's best to rest for the sake of my baby. And I don't have to do it for you. Huh? Do you think you're a loser? You're the one who said you're going to show it with attitude. Work for free food. You dumb pregnant. Screw you. I'm not screwing with you. And as I said, I just show you with my attitude. Huh? What are you talking about? You haven't done one of the housework since yesterday. If you're going to show attitude, you're supposed to do it. That's why I'm showing you an attitude like this. I'm done being your housewife. So I won't do any more housework for you from now on. Are you kidding me? What do you mean you quit being a housewife? This is not a game. I know that. That's why you're saying it. Don't you get it? I'm divorcing you. Do you even know what does it mean? Suddenly you're talking about divorce. I really think I'm in shock. I'm the one who is in shock. What makes you think you won't get a divorce? Then why the divorce? Because I was a little tough on you. I can't believe this kind of resistance over a simple thing like that. How much you don't have patience about it. You were a little hard on me. That was the only level of recognition for you, wasn't it? Then I think I was right to decide to get a divorce. Thanks for letting me know I wasn't wrong. You're being sarcastic or something. Who do you think you are even if you don't work? That's kind of attitude that pisses me off. I'll give it back to you exactly as you said it. Who do you think you are? Just because you work. I'm not your housekeeper. What's that attitude? Who do you think you're making a living? Thanks to who? It's thanks to both of us, isn't it? And moreover, if it's just me, I can make a living without you. I'm sure I wasn't wrong. What are you talking about? You're unemployed! I'm the one working so we can make a living. I'm sure I told you before. I've only recently been on maternity leave. Before that, I was working too. But now you're unemployed. You keep saying that I'm unemployed, but to be exact, it's period leave of absence. Well, even if I was unemployed, we have this living, including the money I earn, right? You're not the only one who supported me. That was like that. But I'm talking about the present. I'm talking about the present too. In the first place, we still have some of the money I earned. In that situation, I can't believe you think we're living on your only earning. How could you be so arrogant? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Damn you. You better watch your mouth and how you talk to me. That is what attitude toward the head of the family. The head of the family? Don't make me laugh. Don't you forget why I delayed my maternity leave. It was because you wanted me to earn money, wasn't it? What's wrong with that? If you're proud of being the head of the family, why did you ask me such a thing? Because you didn't want my income to decrease, right? And now you're telling me. You're not persuasive. You've been talking whatever you want to say about me for a while. There are a lot of things you haven't done as a wife. But I can't understand being told to divorce one way. Changing the subject when you realize you can't convince me. I really had enough. Stop nitpicking about everything. The fact is, you're the housewife who can't even do your own housework. Don't complain from on high, you worthless! Which one of us is useless? I know you're busy with work, but I've been working and doing housework for a long time. But you don't help me when I didn't feel well, do you? How's that helping me? I'm in sales. You're in administration, right? We're not the same tired from work. Don't you think I'm more tired than you because I work and do the housework? On top of that, I'm pregnant now and my body is heavier than yours. So what? Have you ever lived with the weight of two people on your shoulders? I bet you haven't. I'm not trying to say that everything is hard for being pregnant, but I'm just saying that if you can't even think about that, I can't live with you anymore. Even if we're divorced, you know, you have to take care of the child all by yourself. That's a lot of work. Can you do it alone? I don't think so. You really didn't listen to me, do you? I said I have to be strong for my baby. Unlike you, I'm prepared to be a mother. No matter how hard it is, I'm gonna do it. You can't do anything about it with that kind of gut thinking. Think about it a little before you say something. No matter how hard it is, how painful it is, it's the mother who does everything for her child. That's the definition of a mother. You couldn't understand anything if you could only think of yourself. I have a lot of things I have to do for my child. Shut up and stay out of it if all you can do is work. After that, I immediately went back to my parents' house to prepare for the birth. Jacob got angry and came to my parents' house, but I gave him the divorce documents. However, Jacob could not agree to the divorce and was struggling against it. However, my parents, who had heard about him, were pressuring him to divorce, and eventually it was done without a problem. Unfortunately, I did not receive alimony because the period of emotional distress was too short. However, I was able to receive child support for my child. Since I did not want to have anything to do with him in the future, I demanded him to pay me in our lump sum, and now I no longer have anything to do with him. A short time later, I gave birth without any problems. I have successfully returned to work, and I am busy with both childcare and work. This is a sad story. After my divorce and the reasons for it became public, he lost his position at the company and resigned from his job. I guess it was he who was useless as a company employee, as a couple, and as a parent.